Hello, Ian. How we doing? It's not very often um, people sit with themselves. It's not very often, I sit with myself. It wasn't really until this year that I even put that into practice. Um, Society, family, everything's so busy, you know? Um, we hardly ever take times for ourselves any time at all, let alone, 10 minutes in the morning. So to be sitting here with myself is just it's a blessing. It's a beautiful thing to be able to do. Um, yeah, and that's just a beautiful topic. Spending time alone is so beautiful because there's a huge difference between being alone and being lonely. A lot of people, and myself included, this is something I've recently just been really mentally playing ping pong with, and I had a conversation with an angel driving through Mexico, talking about the difference between being lonely and being alone. And you could say it's just semantics, but when you're lonely, you don't enjoy being by yourself. You're longing for something else. You're longing for some sort of attachment, some sort of vice, some sort of other person, some sort of thing to fill your own void. But when you're alone, you're at peace. You actually love all the senses of yourself, like the smell, the sound, the presence. Got a little dog visitor, which is just super beautiful. When you can really sit with yourself and be alone and not lonely, that's deep transformation. That's really, it's finding your center. It's finding your own voice. It's finding your own sound. It's finding your own strength and confidence when you can find that. And I had a wise teacher tell me one time, a mentor tell me to not seek, but find. So if you spend your life and you spend a lot of time seeking, comfort in being alone, you'll spend your lifetime climbing that mountain. So rather than seeking, just find. And talking to myself here, take that for what you will. But yeah, this is a super beautiful time of reflection. Just reflecting, this is probably the most important step to actually transforming and growing. I'm feeling now in this moment is taking times like this to reflect and integrate. Because so many of us do so many cool things, so many experiences, so much travel, so much exploration, so much conversation, journeying through this life, but very few people take the time to let it settle. When you go on a self-exploration or you go diving into your passions or love or relationships, anything along those lines, you kick up a lot of dust. And if you just keep kicking up dust your whole life, you're just going to be in a cloud of smoke. You're going to be in a cloud of particles. You're going to be lost. You're going to be kind of blinded in a way. But if you take the time to do things like this, which is super powerful, I'm feeling in this moment, to sit and reflect, you give yourself the opportunity for integration, to learn, and to really take all these heady concepts and all these things that are kind of floating around up here and to put them into your feet, put them into your roots, let them become you. So just a quick shout out to reflection, a quick shout out to self-analysis and integration. Because if you don't integrate things that you learn, you kind of just hold book knowledge. Book knowledge is it's kind of what they teach you in schools. Pretty much from kindergarten through college, they just teach you how to retain and regurgitate information. But it becomes useful knowledge for the world, for other people, and most importantly yourself, because when you take care of yourself, you take care of others. It becomes that when you integrate it and you apply it. So it really means nothing to just have all this stuff floating around up here unless you let it settle and you let it root. And then you can water other trees. So, yeah. Peace.